Okay, basically, currently I'm inside of the Power Editor Elegant, and now I need to create the ads for the funnel I just did. Actually, we can use the same funnel, same ads, but we need to change the URL in the ads, and also we need to change the structure of the ad set because we need to change the audience, right? So here I'm inside the one of the PPE campaign first. All I need to do is just create the ads and I'll get the post ID, for myself. So here I'm not gonna. Yeah, I still need to. So let's create the let's create audience first. First, all in all, go to clients page. Actually, we can go to this page. We can go to the landing page. Visit here. See our pixel. See our pixel, and we can copy the link here. The address. So the address could be all 5 miles. No, 10 miles actually. And then the second one, let's do this. Okay, still 2 miles. One more. So now we see that practically all the clients' for location are overlaid. Are overlaid with each other. That's why when we have clients has multiple locations, if they're at the same area, can't really do separate ads. You see, 10 miles actually they're overlaying with each other. So in this case, I can tell that the ads, if we do that separately, I know we set up 10 miles radius. Even we're separating the ads, the actual and then we can see that the frequency of our ads is not high, maybe 2 or 3, but the frequency of the real thing is probably 5, 6, 7 already, because those places are overlaid with each other. So like this place, this ad set is targeting, this ad set is targeting, this is targeting, and another one is targeting. So they're all targeting this place. So don't do that really. Let's change for PPE. I don't really recommend to add anything here, and he don't really has a big enough audience. So let's don't do that. Don't separate that. For location, 35 to 45. Okay. Ads. Let's use the Bitly to change our landing page, so I can just create ads right away. So here, actually, this location you need to change to not the body consultant. It's actually a location. So for the location, let's combine all four together and see what should we call that area. Actually, you notice that the biggest um, city name here is should call Perth. See, really, it should be Perth, right? So actually, that's we can call that Perth. I'm done. It's post. Good. Let's search CPC again. So we can figure out. So find the ads and edit. Get the post ID. Open 4 ads altogether. Let's create a new campaign. Okay, and mark it as all locations and make sure it's a conversion. That's it, 1. Search persona. Name 1. Okay, let's do this. And let's set the daily budget still. Let's try 20 still.
Talking to me?
And then let's choose a new audience first. Let's try Persona 7 miles. 3. I think this is something that Ads Manager already created, so we can use that. Well, make sure we double check, of course. Let's see. Dixie Road. I'm not really sure if we really need to target this far, okay? But so this is this longitude. I'm a little bit confused actually, because it don't sound, it really don't look the same as what I choose. And then this one should be this one. If that's the case, we can actually make it 10 miles. So yeah, then you see, because most of it is actually in the area out the sea areas, right? Persona Samuel 34 to 44. And this remind me, I forgot to create one thing. Define a new custom conversion. Okay. A custom conversion for lead. Oh, it's not working. So let's go to, normally we should do custom conversion before we touch the ads. So I actually made a mistake here. Let's do that. So the custom conversion for lead is actually when people sign up on the landing page, they go to the next page. No matter if it's an application page or the order page, we just copy that page URL so we can make the custom conversions. Okay, set up a category as a lead, value, nope, and create. After we create it, it shows not active yet. We need to revisit that one. And then we visit it, make sure the page is load. Close it, refresh it. Active now. So it's active now. We can go back to the target. Don't worry that 2 items was error. It's because I haven't done the ads yet. So here, let's Let's choose the one I just created. Okay, and 20 budget. Actually, a more advanced way is to use lifetime budget actually. So the lifetime budget, with a lifetime budget, we calculate the client's budget. If the client told us he wants to show the last in the page, I remember in the order page it says what day is the starting day, January 22nd, right? So we can only run ads to January 21st. Okay, January 21st before like around 6 p.m. So make sure. So how many days are here actually? From 9 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 days, and we can do 20 per day, and that's gonna be 260, right? And we run ads on okay, we run from 9 to 12. No, 9 to 11 actually. Friday. Normally, I actually do from 6 p.m. to 12. And some clients complain that because the ads was run too late and people are signing up really late, so we cannot call them actually. So let's test this out. Just test it out, and so we can. I will create another one and use the the old school way that I normally do, and ads. Optimize for this. Standard. Okay. Let's edit this. Change the page to body consultant. First, post ID. Submit. And duplicate 3 of them. I already created this one, so delete that. Let's create this one. Submit. Change this to 2. I'll select one. Change to 3. Copy this. Submit. Copy this. Submit. These are the changes. Practically, I'm done with one ad set, and then this is a basic ad set persona. I will do more after I finish this one. So you will see how we create variations of the ad sets based on the audiences, and so we can have different results because we don't put our X in one place. You know, because if we place our X in one basket, if that basket drop, all of our X will break, right? So let's go to the layer, duplicate. Let's create the interest one. You know, when clients don't really have a lot of information, a lot of audiences like with previous leads or what, I recommend you to do interest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separately.
So now, after this is all pixels, you go to each page and copy the URL of each page. This is the first page.
Okay, so let's, because this is it, this interest 1, let's try something new. We,
Go to the sales page,
let's do
and then copy that page.
6 p.m.
See, put that in here, put that in that one. Then go to the next page.
to 12. You know why we run at 6 p.m. to 12? Think about it. When you're working during the day, even if you have chance to go to Facebook, look at something, and you might get disturbed because you are currently working. You're not supposed to go to the social media platform to do anything, right? And then but after that, if I run ads from 5 to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. morning, and then what will happen is Facebook will only run these ads during that time. So most of the people who seeing your ads are actually off work, and then they're on their own time, and maybe they're watching TV or playing with their cell phones, so they're actually not disturbed that much, and then they can really focusing on the sign up process. You know what I mean? So as practically it, that's why we want to do that. So I practically already done interest 1, then let's duplicate another one for interest 2.
So this is how it works. So this is not going to be a fixed pixel. I'll just change this to full page.
This is interest 2, and I'm done with interest 2. You know that when we duplicate the ads, the ads inside are automatically duplicated, and as we are using the post IDs, we don't really need to replace the post ID because that will remain the same anyway. So let's duplicate another one for interest 3, and I think that will be a small audience because it's hard workers. See that? And most of the time this don't work really good. Well, that really depends on the client's offer. If they actually for bodybuilders, that would work. Okay. 3. And you see it's not having a lot of audience, right? So for this one, I'm probably gonna run like 180. I'm not gonna waste too much money on it. Okay, let's duplicate another one.
So I'm going to hit the audience for the page. So the first thing you do, you click on create audience, custom audience, website traffic, and get this little crazy.
This is interest 4, and it's what? 8,800. Okay. I don't think I'm missing anything, but if that's the case, I'm gonna run only 10 per day. 100. Don't waste too much. Okay.
Then page visitors, 6 seconds.
Well, interest 1 and interest 5 is my favorite. They are both my favorite actually.
6 ways. So that's that.
16.7, so yeah, we can keep the same as 260. Okay, now we're gonna decide which we're gonna run first. So, as I told before, right? I don't really like them. So we run 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and the persona first. Okay, and then I'll create another one called the lookalike audience in the warm traffic. If you learn ADA, you will know what I'm talking about, okay?
Sales page. And then 6 ways to. So this is the name of it. So remember that it's called 6 ways to.
Warm traffic. Block visitors.
Next one is another page.
ADA.
So let's do the same thing.
Charting. Yeah, I'll choose those actually. So not too much people. Well, based on this, what we're gonna do, let's try something special. Run ads all the time, and then do daily budget. No, I recommend to do the lifetime budget. You know why? The thing is, the more leg room that Facebook has, then he can play more because their optimization methods is not just one. So they have more leg room. I mean, they have more budget to play with. They can actually give you better results based on my experience. So 13 days still okay. We don't have much. Let's try this. Okay, duplicate another one. We're gonna do the lookalikes.
What's being created? So we say sales page 6 ways to. Yeah. Alright, and then one last one, which is
Lookalike blog visitor. Lookalike video viewer. I'm gonna combine them together because I create the interests separately. That really depends. Okay. Lookalike all members. Oh my god, that all members is really a good one. You know, right? And let's do this as well. Time to 16. And I like the, you know, I really like lookalike, so that's always the one that will run first. Practically we'll run them together. Let's finish. So I'm practically finished. For female, 35 to 45. So for he has two female audiences, one 25 to 35 and one 35 to 45. So for the 25 to 45, I already have our designer create me the new images we use, and then we're gonna also before she creates, she have them done. I can use the ads, the old ads, but since we changed the targeting and all of our things are actually changed, so we should deliver different results from now on.